I want to start changing the BoxCollider during runtime, because if I jump, here's a BoxCollider and the character, and it's obvious that the two things are not matching. I'm going to create a scriptable object just like all the other abilities. So I'm going to go into the character folder, states, the abilities folder, and I want to create a new C# script, and I'll call it update BoxCollider. Go in there, and just like before, I'm going to press Ctrl+T, look for other scriptable objects to first copy paste the format and change the name, update BoxCollider, and delete everything else. I'm going to start with a few public variables like vector3 target size. This is going to be the size of the BoxCollider, and target center. If I go back and look, so these are the values that I'm going to be changing at runtime. And I'll also have other public variables like size, update speed, center, update speed. The float is going to determine how fast the BoxCollider is going to change. For maximum accuracy in terms of physics, I'm going to do this in the fixed update. I'm going to go to character control, and I'm going to create some public methods. One of them is going to be called update BoxCollider size. The other one is going to be update BoxCollider center. And I'll do that in the fixed update. I'm going to press Ctrl+T again, go into animation progress, and store some float values here. I'll call it update BoxCollider, and I'm going to copy paste the values here. So size, speed, center, speed, target size, target center, and also a public bool to show that it's being updated. So now I'm going to go to the scriptable object. First get the character control in the beginning. And in the beginning of this state, I'm going to say updating BoxCollider is true. And at the end of the state, I'll turn it back to false. And I'm going to copy paste the data, target size from the scriptable object and all the other data. So if I go to character control and the fixed update, we start updating if this value is turned on. If it's not turned on, we don't do anything. And finally, I'm going to change the BoxCollider here. First, I think I need to get the BoxCollider. So right in the beginning for character control, just like all the other public variables, we'll get component. And here's how you can change the size of the BoxCollider. We'll do a linear interpolation. LERP. So we're going from the current size to the target size. And the speed will multiply. We only want to do this if there's a significant difference between the current size versus the target size. So only if the difference is bigger than some small number. And the same thing with the center. Except we're not changing size, we're also changing center. So now I'm going to go back to Unity and create the scriptable object. First, for the jump, create update BoxCollider. I'll name it player jump normal update BoxCollider. And I'll also have one for idle. Where is idle? Here it is. So another BoxCollider update for general idle. We already have the BoxCollider numbers for idle. I'm going to bring up my notepad and write down the number. So center is 0 and 0.915 and 0. Size is 1, 1.85 and 0.4. So for the idle BoxCollider, the center is going to be 0, 0.915. Size is 1, 1.85, 0.4. And when you're in the update, I want the speed to be instant. So I'll just put some insanely high number here. And for jump, I'm going to figure out the number now. So if I adjust the center and size, something like that. I'm now going to put this number into the scriptable object. For jump, so target size is 1, 1.21, 0.4. Target center is 0, 1.34, 0. Speed, I'll just try 10 for now. Now I'm going to place these scriptable objects in the states for the Y-bot. So for idle, I'll create another slot and drag in the update BoxCollider. And I want the same update in landing. So whenever you land, we go back to the default BoxCollider size and center. And when we jump, we change into the jump BoxCollider. And now we just got to test it. Click play. And let's see if it changes. So when we jump, we see now that the BoxCollider has changed to fit the player a little better. I think we're landing a little too late, so I'm gonna go into the jump folder, look for the ground detector, and I want this to be, I want the distance check a little longer so we land right before we hit the ground. Let me play again with the new ground detector number. Okay, so that seems a lot better. And seems to be working fine. We do have a bit of a glitch when we climb the ledge. So for the state, at the end of the climb, I'll add another ability, the same update to default idle BoxCollider, and let me click play again. Okay, so after the jump, so when we do the climb, the BoxCollider changes, but at the end of the climb, we go back to the default idle BoxCollider size in the center. Okay, much better. So that'll be for today. In the next video, since we're changing the BoxCollider size, we also need to update the front sphere's and the bottom spheres, these little spheres. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.